Live from Topicopedia headquarters, this is episode 135. I'm Nicole, joined as always by my ever-reliable co-anchor, Steve. Tonight's top stories: chaos on North Hill as closures bring life to a grinding halt. Who's to blame and will it ever reopen? And most importantly, why are we all so bad at finding alternative routes?
Plus, acts of politeness that make absolutely no sense. Smiling through misery, holding doors open in questionable circumstances, and the classic, let's split the bill between us, even though I only had tap water. We investigate this polite nonsense head on. And
bizarre... Oh, is that
sorry.
you? Sorry.
No, sorry, that is you.
Oh, it is me. Okay, I'll go. That's fine.
Okay.
And in a bizarre twist from Oregon, googly eyes, plastic, tiny and alarming. What happens when pranksters hit public spaces with miniature ocular chaos? We'll discuss.
From what I've seen, them googly eyes aren't too tiny. Of course, we'll also dive deep into the Urban Dictionary word of the week and crown a brand new meme of the week, your weekly dose of culture, chaos and questionable humour.
So grab a cuppa, brace yourself for a hard-hitting hour of nonsense. Stick around for Topicopedia episode 135. Let's get into it.
Oh, did we get there then?
Well, not quite, but it's fine, isn't it?
It's a classic case of it'll do.
Well, do you know how many takes did we do though? Like
yeah,
a few, and that was the best of a bad bunch.
I think I'm coming down with something, so it's not helping. So if I disappear off at any point, I'm trying to cough stuff up. Lovely, yeah. Nice pictures starting the show with there. I'm sorry about that.
You are sounding a little bit, a little phlegmy today.
That is exactly how I'm feeling.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, do you know what? I'm not feeling too bright either today. Now, listen, if you're a family member and you're concerned about us bringing germs for Christmas, I think it's our turn, actually. So please... I think it is.
I thought you were going to say, don't worry, we're not going to charge you for them. It's completely gratis. It's on the house.
No, it's our turn to bring the germs.
Oh, okay.
We didn't bring them the last 2 times. But it is certainly, I feel guilty because my sister is keeping her baby home all week out of all the baby groups where he picks up all the lurgies.
Yeah.
And then my brother's keeping his little one home from nursery all week. Say that he doesn't make up any lurgies. Well, I can't keep my 11-year-old off school for a week. And of course she's caught something. Yeah. I must admit, she's not had any time off school with it. I think her worst day was Sunday anyway. And she's very much taken it in her stride, but then I think she always bloody does. And it's always the adults who seem to get it worse for some reason.
Kids have got better immune systems than us.
Oh,
us,
do you know
us older people, us that are obviously still very young, but
27-year-olds. Yeah, exactly. It's really tough. The thing is, though, I know they say that your immune system can only really get better, but I think mine's worn out. Actually, I think I need a new one, not brand new one. Like I want one with one careful owner, maybe.
Yeah.
Not too careful. I want some resistance in there, but yeah. Oh dear. So you're feeling a bit rough then?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's hope neither of us come down with anything too heinous, and if we do, we can get rid of it before Christmas.
Touch wood. I've got a wooden desk, so
just a moment. Alexa, shut up.
Being rude, being interrupted.
She felt she was going to be on the podcast this week. I'm sorry if we've just set all yours off, everybody at home.
Mine will just, at the moment, has a habit of, it must be on like the loudest setting or something, but it'll just randomly get notifications. I don't know what it's getting notifications of, but it's like suddenly just just like, no, that's the Bluetooth Connect sound, isn't it? What's the one it does when it's just like got a notification?
Oh,
I can't remember. Just like out of nowhere, it just like springs up with that at random times. It's like, right, what do you want now?
Mine's got a notification right now, and I know already what it is. It's because I've had 2 Amazon parcels delivered today.
Oh, okay. So does it each time go? Oh, yeah. That explains why it keeps going off.
Yeah, that's what it is. It just wants to tell me something
that
I already know. Because
if someone can remind me on the day this podcast goes out to cancel my Prime trial so I don't have to pay membership, that'd be fab.
the day this comes out is tomorrow.
Yeah, someone could remind me tomorrow because I'll have forgot by then.
Oh, well, if someone, Andy, and send Steve a message, darling, because Nicole won't remember. But yes, someone listening
Who knows?
might.
Kaylee might.
Oh, Kaylee, of course,
she might slack me and say, "Oi, make sure you get it cancelled. You don't want to be charged."
Yeah, she might not
though.
though. She might think it's funny not to tell you. I'm sure she would tell you. I'm sure she would. Anyway, how has your week been? It feels like we have never been apart, honestly. At this point, Podmas every single day. We recently recorded our Christmas episode, ready for Christmas, feeling all festive. So yeah, we've seen a lot of each other, haven't we, Steve?
Yeah, we have. It's I feel like nothing's really happened apart from just recorded.
Yeah, well, it's literally been our lives.
Yeah.
record, catch something horrible, feel like shit, but carry on recording anyway.
Yeah.
You got to give us that. You got to give us that at home.
Indeed.
Like, we do power through, so.
We'll make sure there's an episode. We've not missed one yet, and we aim to not let that happen.
No. The worst we've been is late.
Yeah.
I think the most late we've been in the last couple of years is like 1 day late. So, yeah, I think we can be forgiven.
I think that's impressive.
I do as well, yeah.
I think we need an award for that.
Can someone make us an award? Or nominate us somewhere for one?
Yeah, nominate us somewhere. Get our name out.
Get our name out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything podcast, Steve, that you can put us forward for, or that you could get us to put ourselves forward for, if it's that kind of thing. Let us know, because I did it the first year, I think it was, that we became a thing, and we were in that little pod Bible magazine.
Yeah, that was good.
That was cute. I found that the other day. I was like, oh, there it is. There we are. But yeah, anything. Let us know. Okay. Shall we topic?
Yeah, let's topic.
Right, you sent me this today.
Yes.
You're going to hear a lot of that today because Nicole has struggled with life. So yeah, okay. Actually, do you know, I don't know that I'm going to talk about something else first, actually, before we crack into that. Because I did wake up this morning. I struggled to wake up this morning. I slept a lot last night, and then I really struggled to get up, and I thought, you know, if I don't, I really will sleep all day. So I forced my eyes open, and I thought I'll have a little scroll on Facebook before I get up. Plymouth Live.
Oh, that's one of our favourites.
Oh, it's just magical.
Did you manage to start any arguments off on their socials?
No.
Oh, why not?
I was busy living my life, I'm afraid, Steve.
How dare you live your life?
Yeah, I know. But I woke up and I found Plymouth Live had posted that's not what they posted at all. Where's it gone? Have
they done a dirty delete?
So, no, they haven't. It's all right. They've changed the headline. The headline now reads, "Armed police in Plymouth after air rifle shooting." But that's not what I saw. I saw North Hill closed after shooting, armed police present, you know? And I'm like, North Hill? Steve, that's basically where I live. Like, I'm not joking. Is
that near the Hoe?
No.
Okay, it's nowhere near the Hoe.
Not too near the Hoe.
The Hoe is still safe.
It's still walking distance if you really wanted to get to the Hoe.
The Hoe is still safe, a safe place. Yeah,
but I wasn't. And that's the
that's
problem.
What matters, that you weren't safe. Yeah.
Thanks, yeah. So North Hill is the place I tell people I live when I don't want to give them my exact address.
Yeah.
But they want to know whereabouts in Plymouth I live. I always say North Hill, you know, right by the university, because it is. And all my neighbours are students, because the university really is 2 seconds away on the other side of North Hill. So I essentially live on North Hill. So when I woke up to it's been closed due to some sort of shooting, well, it turned out it was an air rifle shooting.
Okay.
But it's still a bit scary, isn't it? Because they still can look like proper firearms, and you still could lose an eye or something with it. They could still get quite injured by one. So the article reads, a man was taken to hospital after being shot with an air rifle in Plymouth. Armed police officers were called to the scene in North Hill at around 5:45 a.m. today. That's Tuesday, December 17th, in case anyone's wondering. After reports a man had been shot in the chest. Police have said the victim has been taken to hospital and his injuries are not considered life-threatening or life-changing. North Hill is closed in both directions whilst police continued their searches for the suspect. Ew. North Devon and Cornwall police said, Devon and Cornwall police said, police were called to North Hill, Plymouth at around 5:45 a.m. on Tuesday, blah, blah, blah. Well, we know that. You've said that already. Armed response units attended the scene. The victim has been taken to hospital, but his injuries are not considered life-threatening or life-changing. Local road closures have been put in place. Inquiries are ongoing to locate the suspect. Anyone who witnessed the incident, God, I'm just seeing what I want to see today, who may have relevant CCTV footage or dash cam footage, is asked to contact police on 101, yada, yada, yada. I was hoping for really good updates. Oh, hang on, what's this? North Hill, oh, don't need to know that. But yeah, no sexy updates. They've not even said that it's been reopened, but it has been reopened.
Just closed forever.
Yeah, but what I'm wondering is if I go onto the comments section on Facebook, because actually sometimes you get your best information from the comments, weirdly. So I'm just going to see if I can now find it again on Facebook. No, this isn't going to work. Never mind. I'll just keep scrolling. I'll find it. I'll get there again. It took me a minute to find it last time, didn't it? No, that's something else that looks similar. Oh, too much crime.
Do you think crime's getting worse, or do we just report it more?
No, I think it's getting worse.
Oh, okay, that's a lovely thing to think about, isn't it?
Well, top comment with 51 likes. Matthew Burridge says, have people forgot what happened in Plymouth a little over 3 years ago? They have to take this serious because if they didn't and it was live firearm, they would be ridiculed for not doing what they have done. It's better to be overcautious, as can always stand officers down. Because obviously 3 years ago we had that awful shooting, the mass shooting, which was quite fucky.
And then
so that was
somewhere in the middle. Was there not a bomb, a World War II bomb?
Oh yeah, we had a bomb, an unexploded bomb.
You've had it all.
Oh, it all happens down here.
Where you live is just like where they make the news. They just
the thing is with Plymouth, it's it was so heavily bombed in the war. I mean, one fun story. I mean, we've got a bombed out church, which is a very old church that was hit in the air raids, and it's been left. I mean, it's only really sort of missing a roof, but it just looks pretty naff now. You know, it's a bit of almost a ruin, but not quite. But it's still there in the middle of the city, and they've built a roundabout around it. So it's just in the middle, the centerpiece for a roundabout. It's very cool. Another story being that we have two roads called North Road East and North Road West. And it used to be one long road called North Road, but it was the row of houses there were bombed in the war, which split the road into two. And so now they just named them separate roads. And never rebuilt the houses in between. So yeah, there's an awful lot of war history here, like a ridiculous amount. But I'm just wondering if there's... Oh, what's this? This is a big comment with shouted capitals at the end. Thoughts are with the victim and their family. This is Chloe Keast. Thoughts with the victim and their family. That is so unnecessary. But was this attack random, or was it suspect and the victim known to one another? Surely the suspect should have a license to be walking around with an air rifle. Don't need a license for that, do you? I don't think you're supposed to carry one in public, to be fair.
Do you need a license for an air rifle?
It might be different to carry it.
You don't need a license for an air rifle, but there are some exceptions. Muzzle energy. If your air rifle has muzzle energy greater than 12 pounds, you need a firearm certificate. Self-contained gas cartridge system. you need it for. Declared especially dangerous. If the Secretary of State has declared your air rifle especially dangerous, you need a firearm certificate. You can use air rifles for target shooting, vermin control, hunting small ground game such as rabbits, squirrels, or pigeons. You can only shoot on private property.
There you go.
So was it private property they were shooting on?
No, North Hill is incredibly. It's one of the main roads into Plymouth city centre.
Oh, fair dues.
So yeah, it's definitely not sounding very.
Oh, you should also ensure the person supervising you is at least 21 years old. Oh, so I've got to have someone supervising me.
Oh, there you go.
I think the AI just assumed that I'm under 21 to put that rule there.
Was it that stupid a question? Was it? Carol Bramble has commented lots and lots of clown emojis. She put on here, it's only an air rifle, you, and then lots of anchor emojis. Okay, Carol. We'll send all the air rifle maniacs round to your house. Oh, dear.
Oh.
Someone's Kian Shelley's replied, third comment in an hour, Carol, are you okay? She's commented back, yeah, babe, just venting at clowns. But yeah, not one of those situations where the comments is giving away more than the actual article, which is a shame, because quite often you get the a friend or a family member of the victim normally jumping on and being all like, I don't know why you're making light of this, or, you know, take this down, or, you know. Yeah,
you normally get to the regulators.
Yeah. Oh, well, never mind. But there you go. I woke up to that this morning and thought, oh, God, I could never leave my house again. The world is scary. Anyway, moving on to something far more sinister. Googly eyes?
Googly eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you... This is sinister. It's quite funny, actually, how this is written. So, where's it gone? So in Portland, Oregon, googly eyes have been appearing on sculptures around the central Oregon city of Bend. God, they have some crazy names, don't they? Both delighting many residents and sparking viral sensation. Covered widely by news outlets, featured on a popular late-night talk show. Oh, you know, you feature something like this on a late-night talk show, what you'll find suddenly is everyone will go on Amazon and start buying googly eyes, and you're going to find them all over the country. Yeah. So they're going to have a googly eye epidemic going on. I think we should, whilst you've still got Prime, order ourselves some googly eyes. And I think over the Christmas period, we should put them on stuff and take pictures. And yeah, I think that should be our Christmas homework. I did order some to do that.
Did you?
Find them. Yeah, I did.
For real?
Yeah, I'd seen some people online doing it. But in this case, they have been putting them on like pieces of, you know, sculptures and stuff out in public. So they share photos of googly eyes on installations in the middle of roundabouts that make up its so-called roundabout art route. One photo shows googly eyes placed on a sculpture of 2 deer, while another shows them attached to a sphere. It's not yet known who's been putting them there. So obviously the city said, while the googly eyes placed on the various art pieces around the town might give you a chuckle, it costs money to remove them with care and not damage the art. What are they sticking them on with if they think it's going to damage the art?
I mean, let's be real. They've bought self-adhesive ones, haven't they? Yeah. They don't stick to anything for very long. No. I refuse to believe. They're just causing a hoo-ha because they're losers, honestly. And I've just purchased some googly eyes.
Okay.
For £2.49. There we go.
I mean, because if a set of googly eyes is going to damage a sculpture, then why are these sculptures outside on roundabouts?
Well, there you go.
Surely being out in the elements is going to be a bit worse than a bit of self-adhesive from some googly eyes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So another user on Facebook wrote, I think the googly eyes on the deer specifically are a great look and they should stay that way.
I think it makes everything 100% funnier.
And some people said the city should focus more on addressing important issues such as homelessness instead of spending time and money removing googly eyes. They've also been adorned on other seasonal decorations such as Santa hats, wreaths. The city doesn't remove those, and the views of googly eyes differently because of the adhesive. Okay. We encourage our community to engage with the arts and have fun. We just need to make sure that we can protect it and it doesn't get damaged.
Okay.
So far, right, this is ridiculous, isn't it? The city has spent $1,500 on removing googly eyes from 7 of the 8 sculptures impacted. Who are they paying?
How much?
$1,500.
Well, we're in the wrong business.
We are. We should be in the removing googly eyes of sculptures business.
Yeah, we do not need to be in podcasting. We need to be removing googly eyes for a living.
Yeah.
Because we think it's that easy. So I think we should do it.
Yeah, this is what they're claiming. They've said they've started treating some of the art pieces, which are made of different metals, such as bronze and steel. The Phoenix Rising sculpture might need to be repainted entirely, she said. Right, you don't need to repaint a sculpture because someone put some googly eyes on it. I'm sorry. You got some third-party contractors in for this that are milking you dry. They're over-egging the pudding. That's what it reeks of. They're going, oh, how much do you think we can charge for this?
Yeah, they have, legit. And they've all stood around it for 3 days with a hand on a hip and one finger pointing at it,
Yeah.
Which is what all workmen do best.
Yeah. Indeed. Oh, dear. Yeah. I did find that funny because I do love a set of googly eyes on things.
That is brilliant.
Some other funny places to put them in is like if you go in a supermarket, stick them on any cereal or something that's got like a character on the front.
Yeah.
Tony the Tiger there with actual googly eyes. It's just the funniest thing. So if you're feeling mischievous, that might be something you want to consider.
No. You just triggered me and probably half of our listeners. Mischievous isn't a word.
Mischievous.
Thank you. There we go.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry for triggering you.
I know. It's I can't help it. I'm a pedant.
Okay.
Apparently. Or something. Right. Yeah, no, I enjoyed that. And I have purchased some googly eyes so that I can be mischievous and stick them on stuff. I have no idea what, but I'll keep them in my handbag.
Yes, in case of emergencies.
In case of emergencies or, a serious need of a sense of humour uplift.
Yeah.
I will googly eye. Maybe I should googly eye as many things as I can in my mum's house. Yeah. Photographs. Family portraits.
Yeah, see how long it takes them to notice.
My parents today posted in the family group chat that they have purchased titles.
Titles?
They are now Lord and Lady Ponting.
Okay, fair dues.
Yep.
If that's what you want. I mean, maybe that takes us to our next topic, things that are considered polite but makes absolutely no sense and helps no one.
Yeah, I'm interested in this one. I'm intrigued.
So, for example, what have we got that many on here? When holding the door open for someone, they see you open it for them, but for some reason we then nod our head in appreciation and then pretend to hurry up. We don't actually move any faster, but we enter a pretend run or shuffle.
That's true. Yeah.
Do you do that when people hold the door open for you?
It's like when you cross the road on like a zebra crossing and someone has actually had to stop for you. It's like you do this little sort of mildly hurried walk, and you smile at them the sweetest you possibly can, because you need them to know that you are
appreciative,
an A-star pedestrian.
Yes, an A-star pedestrian.
Yeah, that's what it is. So, yeah, it's just like that. So what else have we got on here then? What else has been suggested?
Not calling someone a liar when they're definitely lying.
Sometimes it's helpful not to call people out, though.
Yeah. But
some people can get quite upset if you call them out.
It's true. If they're lying, then they've got every right to be called out.
I agree with that, yeah. I think in some circumstances, it's like when people lie about something silly. And my favourite one is silly excuses when you've had plans and they want to cancel those plans. And you actually know, like factually, they just can't be bothered that day. And I feel like we've all done that. We've all felt like we can't be asked. But then it's the silly excuses that are given. And you can smell them a mile off when it's an excuse and not a real reason. I don't know about you. I can anyway.
And it's like the old washing my hair thing, isn't it? It's like, if you don't want to do it, just say.
Just say, do you know what, man? I'm tired. I just want to sit down and put my feet up in front of the telly, and I'm going to go, fair play to you. Like, yeah, we've all been there. We all have busy lives. Sometimes you just need that, don't you? So, yeah. Don't make silly excuses.
Here's a good one. When you like don't tell someone that they've got like something stuck in their teeth or something hanging from their nose, and it's like, yeah, because you feel bad if you point it out to them and feel you'll embarrass them. But at the same time, it's kind of worse. Yeah, but it's worse if you don't.
Yeah, because then they will realise. Yeah, exactly. Or like when they've got toilet roll stuck to the bottom of their shoe.
Oh, yeah.
Is another one. What I try to do is if they're like walking past, I'll try and step on it as they go past so that it dislodges and they never need to know that it ever happened.
Yeah. Do a bit for the world.
Yeah, definitely.
And once again, you're bringing toilets into it. Toilet
thank God we're not doing shots.
Yeah.
But next week we will be doing shots. Yeah. So tune in next week, guys.
Yeah, that goes.
On Christmas Day. Can you believe this time next week it's going to be Christmas Day?
Wow, that's phenomenal.
That is the underwhelm in your voice, Steve.
It's phenomenal, the word. I was too busy deciding whether phenomenal was the right word, but I started saying it. So I thought I'll roll with it. Wow, that's phenomenal. Yeah. I even think I sounded more enthusiastic than you did, and that was magic. Yeah, Christmas Day. Christmas Day. In fact, it'll all be almost over. Well, I suppose not. I mean, at time of release, this goes out at 5 a.m. So a lot of you guys are just starting. Yeah, and you can still take part in the drinking game no matter what time of day it is, because it's Christmas Day. You can always have a nap at lunchtime, can't you? Yeah, you can have a nap at lunchtime, or you could do it on Boxing Day, or I was going to say Christmas Eve, but you can't, sorry. Yeah, you could do it any that awkward period between Christmas and New Year where you don't know what to do with yourself. So we know what you can do. So at some point this week, log on to our website or our social media and get yourself the bingo card. Yes, we've got a plug list really hard this week because it's on the website. It's there. Go on there. Go and get it. So you've got it ready. You can print it off if you like. Get your bingo dabbers out, or you could just do it on your phone like we did. Yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time, isn't it, Steve? Yeah, it will be. It will make sure it's a good time. Yeah, definitely. So yeah. Anyway, I've got another one of these for you. When people insist on helping a disabled person when they've already said no. So this looks like it's written by someone who is disabled, and they put, I will ask for help when I need it, and imposing just so you can do a good deed is not okay. In fact, there's been times where it's actually been harmful. To be clear, it's okay to ask if you see me struggling with something, just respect my answer. Yeah, I agree. I actually think it's very weird if you say, oh, do you need help with that? And then someone goes, no, I'm good, or would you like me to do X? And they go, no, it's all right. Like, it's actually then weird to go and do the thing anyway. Yeah, But people
Just,
still do it, thinking it's polite, but...
Yeah. Bloody do-gooders.
Someone here has actually also put the same as what you said about if you're a pedestrian at a crossing and a car stops, don't wave them through. Oh, some people do wave you through. But right of way exists so that everyone moves in a more predictable manner. When you surrender it, you're creating an unpredictable and potentially dangerous situation. I mean, they're egging the pudding there, really. But yeah, I suppose.
Yeah. 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 I can't make head nor tail of this thread, I'm not going to lie.
There's another one here of, when people say to you, don't speak ill of the dead?
Yeah.
If you're slanging someone off and they're no longer around. And this guy's opinion is if they sucked in life, they still suck. Just because they're dead. I
agree. I massively agree. I think I don't understand that at all, honestly. God, am I autistic? I'm so black or white with everything. But yeah, I just think if they were shit in life, if you didn't like them, stand by that. You could be respectful of them still, I'm sure. You don't have to be, well, I don't know, it depends who they were.
I mean, do you still have to be respectful though, to be fair?
No, I don't think so.
We don't go,
necessarily.
We can't talk bad of Hitler because he's not here to defend himself.
No, but I think you can be respectful to people's family members and things like that.
I suppose, yeah.
But
if Hitler's bro rocks up, then yeah, maybe not slam in front of him.
Sure. Although he must have, you'd think he would have, grown a hard outer shell by now on that score.
That's if he's still around.
But no, I mean, if somebody you didn't like passes away, but you're au fait with the family or whatever, you're not going to go, yeah, well, I didn't like them, so whatever, are you? Like that. That's not just rude. That's unkind, isn't it? But you wouldn't slag them off to their family. But I would still stand by the fact that we didn't really get along, but or we didn't see eye to eye, whatever. I wouldn't suddenly be all like, I feel like some people do it for attention as well. Like they hate them, and then as soon as they die, it's like, oh goody, I can get sympathy points now. Oh, they died, I'm so sad. And it's like, wow, really? I don't know. But then I think also you don't know how you're going to feel about someone dying until it's happened.
There is that as well, to be fair.
Maybe you did hate them and maybe you don't now. Wow, I've gone off on a right tangent.
Well, we're here to provoke thoughtful discussion.
That's true, that's true.
Try and have a laugh along. Sorry, I just wheeled my chair away from the desk and couldn't bring it close again. They're trying to lean into the microphone. Nearly falling off. Okay, that's a good one as well. Not talking about your salary.
I think that's really crass to talk about money.
Okay. But why? Do you not think it's important to make sure that you're getting what you're worth?
It's a tricky one, isn't it? I think it does depend on the circumstance. But I think socially you shouldn't talk about it. Because I think it's just very crass to talk about money. I don't think it's a very classy thing to discuss. I don't know. We should ask the Lord and Lady, really, shouldn't we? I don't know. I don't think it's something you should socially discuss. I don't think it's polite conversation. And same goes with politics. I mean, come on. We know, don't we? If you want to have a civil conversation, just don't bring up politics. It's a surefire way to get into an argument.
Yes.
So not good polite conversation. And of course they say you shouldn't bring up sex, but obviously we don't care about that here, do we? And we like to throw in some poo and some farts and just for good measure, don't we? So
yeah, there's no harm in that at all. Well, not when you know the people. If you don't know the people, then it's a little bit weird.
So everyone listening to us that we don't know, awkward. Very awkward.
I would like to think that if any of our fans bumped into us, they would feel comfortable enough to just be open.
Yeah, I hope so. Just come up and fart for us or something. Whew. Could you imagine? Oh my God, I'm such a fan of the show. I mean, I'd be a fan right back, to be fair. You came and farted for me like that. Oh my goodness.
I mean, there's no need to just like come up to us in the street and just turn your bike around in front of us.
No, we draw the line at turning bikes. Turning bikes is a private affair that we can do and then talk about afterwards. But we don't need to show off. All right. Again, very crass. Good Lord. How do we do it every time? Every time. We were talking about. What were we talking about? I don't know what we're talking about.
What were we up
Polite
to?
things.
Yeah, there was something that is considered, just to remind you of the thread, something considered polite but makes absolutely no sense and helps no one.
Yeah. Well, someone's put here, ignoring issues because it requires an uncomfortable conversation. It's difficult, isn't it?
I
agree.
I mean, I think some people are more suited to uncomfortable conversations than others.
Yeah, I think it depends who it's with as well. I think it's easier to have uncomfortable conversations. I don't know, it's a weird one. If someone feels like they're in any sort of vague authority position, I don't feel I can comfortably have an uncomfortable conversation. However, there are certain friends of mine where I've had to pull them up on their behavior and things like that, and I honestly don't feel uncomfortable doing that. But then there are some friends who have been so blatantly rude to me, like to my face, and they think it's okay, and I don't think it's okay. But I don't know how to broach it. I think a lot of it is like, I just feel very intimidated by that sort of behavior. And, it's a weird one, isn't it?
Yeah. I like this one, which is nice and short and sweet. Elbows off the table.
There is a reason for that.
Oh, okay. I thought you might turn around and say there's a reason for it.
It's to do with when you're having sort of dinner parties and things like that. There wouldn't be enough room for you to have elbows on the table, I believe. I think that was it.
I think you're not wealthy enough to have a big enough table for the amount of guests you've decided to invite round.
Well, I mean, maybe you just have too many guests. Maybe you're just, just too popular, Steve. Let's not bring wealth into this. We don't talk about money. That's crass. Really crass.
Well, maybe you need to stagger your guess.
No, I think it's because you've got obviously your plate or whatever it is you're eating in front of you. You have several like different knives, forks, spoons, a side plate, napkins, glass. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It takes up such a lot of space that there isn't really anywhere for your elbows to go. So yeah, you shouldn't put your elbows on the table.
I just got a funny thought in my mind. Like...
No, I've just remembered the real reason. That's not even it.
Oh, okay.
I've just remembered the actual reason. That was the reason I assumed, which is a really good reason. Okay. That's not the real reason, and I've been telling you lies. The real reason is that back in the... Ow! What? Sorry, I've just been electrocuted by my laptop. Excuse me. That was really painful. So, but I can't remember when it was, but it was because usually the tables were those ones that were like bench type tables. And if you were to lean on the table in any capacity, which is what you're doing when you put your elbows on the table, it would tip the whole table. And so it became not a good thing to do, to put your elbows on the table. And that's where it stemmed from, so that you don't tip the table.
Oh, so it's not really that it's rude. It's just if you got a certain type of table, then don't
that's
tip
how it started,
all the food all over you.
But it has now become a manner, a manner is something that is considered polite to do, to keep your elbows off the table. So,
yeah. I just picture when I said stagger your guess, like just having having sittings, like pubs do at Christmas to get as many people through the door as they can.
Oh yeah.
If you go in for a meal today or tomorrow or have been earlier, then you might have. If they want to really get the money in, they'll have like 2 or 3 sittings, won't they?
Yeah.
You can do 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. Then it's like literally rush your guests out the door, push them out, and bring in new guests.
I hate that. I like when
and then you
go
get
out
to have 3 Christmas dinners as well if you're the host.
Well, yeah. But I hate the thought of booking somewhere nice to eat and you're on a time schedule.
Yeah, I hate that.
It also means that the restaurant has to be incredibly efficient with their timings as well.
Yeah, but sometimes you want to sit there for a bit afterwards and have a couple of drinks and chill
out for dinner. Yeah, you go out, you go and have a little drink while you're waiting, have a chit chat. Your food starts coming out. It's a social event. So yeah, and I actually really enjoy the bit after dinner when you just sort of sit there and chill for a little bit and carry on the conversation and a few more drinks. So yeah, I don't think it should be just eat and run, but there you go. As you say, it's all about money, isn't it?
Yeah. I just saw someone had actually put the same answer as you just said. The correct answer of they might tilt the table.
Hey, I got there in the end.
Yeah.
Told you a little lies to start off with though.
That's awkward, isn't it? Forcing children to accept hugs or other physical contact from others, especially adults. It teaches children that their consent does not matter and they have to tolerate unwanted physical contact to be polite. I don't care if it's rude to pull away from grandpa who wants to hug you or that auntie that likes to give tickles. Consent is not a matter of manners. Interesting thoughts.
I agree with that, actually. I don't think I've ever forced my daughter to hug. I've done a lot of, go give such and such a kiss and a cuddle to say thank you or whatever. If she just said that she didn't want to, then she doesn't want to. But,
I think
ultimately, she normally does anyway, so it's never really been a problem. I've never forced her, no.
Who is forcing people? That's great.
Go and cuddle your auntie.
Now, get into
now.
Holding open a door too soon and forcing that person to run to you. Back to the door opening, Sienna. Well,
back to the door opening.
Waiting for people.
But this time, you're the arsehole for holding the door open and forcing that other person to run.
Yeah. You will run because you will be grateful that I've held the door for you.
Do you know what, though? I do genuinely think if that person is that little bit too far away, just pretend you didn't see them and keep walking.
Yeah.
Like if someone's right behind me, like two or 3 steps behind me, I'll hold the door open. But if they're not, sorry, you can open it. You'll manage. You're a big grown human. You'll be fine. Unless it's someone who might be struggling, who's got all their arms full, or they've got a pram or whatever, then I might wait for them because that's a bit different, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
But if it's just the average person and they've got their hands free, I don't necessarily feel I have to wait a ridiculous amount of time for them to come and get the door. They can do it themselves.
Someone else has put saying bless you or literally anything after a sneeze, which is obviously a tradition that's just carried on from the plague, isn't it? Because he used to say bless you because
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, if you had the plague, you'd be sneezing.
Yeah.
So people used to say that as in, bless you, hope you have a good, hope you have a recovery.
Hope you recover, yeah. God bless you.
So it actually did mean that, it did mean something at the time, but now people just sneeze because we're allergic to everything. So
don't you think, though, if someone doesn't say bless you, that sneeze then becomes the most awkward thing in the world?
It does a little bit, doesn't it?
You sneeze and then there's this awkward silence, and if someone says bless you, it's like it draws a line underneath it.
Yeah.
The episode is done now, we can move on. If they don't say bless you, it's a bit like okay,
no one's acknowledged this, so then I'll tend to either go bless me or bless you or or go.
Well, I never say bless me. I always say excuse me.
Yeah, or sorry. If you feel you've got to apologise for a bodily
Do you know what?
function.
I'm not apologising for a sneeze unless I did it dead ass in someone's face. I'm not apologising for that. It's a bodily function. I couldn't help it.
Yeah,
probably. I'm not. That's something I've been an over. Oh man, this is so hard to say. An over apologizer in my life, and I'm not saying I've got it nailed now. But I do think I say sorry a lot less than I used to, which is good because it loses meaning, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, Lindsay does this where, someone else will walk in front of her or something, and then she'll say sorry. And it's like, hang on, they bumped into you. Why are you apologising to them?
Do you know what? It depends on the mood because I might do that sometimes.
Sometimes it's just out of habit. It's just complete instinct.
But also, I'm Jekyll and Hyde. I really am. If someone walks out in front of me or steps, sometimes I decide to be all like, "Oh, don't mind me. You carry on through, dear." And I'll make a bit of a sarcastic comment about it, especially if they haven't said sorry. If they have said sorry, it's different. But yeah, I like to call people out on their rude behaviour sometimes.
I think you should.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm going to back you up with that.
One day I'm going to get punched for it. I nearly had a scrap in the range once over. The thing is, it was a bit lawless, the queuing for the tills.
Okay.
And it's not like
who you wanting to enforce it?
Well, what I mean is, like, some till systems, you till behind each queue, like say at the supermarket or whatever, yeah? Or you don't till behind each queue. You queue behind each till. Oh my God. And then other times you have like one queue and you wait for an available till, right?
Yeah.
But there was no indication of what you should be doing. There was no queuing system. And so it was assumed by myself and the customer in front of me in the queue that we were queuing per till. And as the tills were spaced quite far apart, that seemed to make sense. So the customer in front of me went first, no problem. And then when that customer left, I took a step forward, and from down the other halfway down the other end of the shop, this woman goes, "No, I'm next. I was next," and was like, get back to me. And I'm like, okay, calm down. I didn't realise. But actually, the cashier apologised on this one, because she said, "I'm so sorry that happened. You should have gone first, really." And I thought, "Oh, bless you." I said, "Well, it's not your fault. That's all right. It's completely not your fault at all." But yeah, this woman went absolutely skits. And I just thought... I was as well. I was struggling because I was carrying loads of bowls. I was buying big salad bowls. They were really heavy. I really could have done with her not doing that to me that time, but okay. Yeah, carry on, sorry.
Yeah, because I went to Aldi a couple of weeks ago again. I don't know why I do this to myself because I never like it in there. I hate it on Aldi. And I was queuing for a till, and Lindsay was, about to put something down on the thing. I was like, hang on. Because there's a bit of a queue forming. They're going to hit the button. Yeah. And then they hit the button, don't they? And then out of nowhere, this woman just literally barges past me and sprints to the till. Yeah. And I was like, thinking that's a bit rude. Like, she didn't go, "Oh, sorry, I pushed past you." Like, didn't acknowledge me. And then her husband comes trundling along behind. Oh, God. But then when they're speaking at the checkout, they're foreign. So like, okay. So that's kind of exactly where you come from. You're incapable of waiting 30 seconds,
We're very, very good at queuing in this country.
Yeah. So, whereas other people are just, obviously, they must have something to rush home for because God knows why they were so rude about it. Because if someone were in front of me, I'd look first and think, are they going to that till? Okay, yeah, I'll let them go first. Whereas she was just having none of it. So it's a bit... Yeah. It annoys me. It's every time I go to Aldi.
Yeah, you do have problems. Do you know, last time I went to Aldi, it was before my little holiday in the cabin, And we did the most efficient shop ever. I went with a list. Okay. And boom, 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 we're picking up stuff off the list. We were doing really well. And we get to the checkouts and oh my giddy aunt. So I haven't been there in years, like in person. I haven't been there in a very long time. And there was only like 2 normal checkouts. And the rest is all self-service. And I thought, Christ, all right. So we're going self-service. Anyway, so we're doing this self-service and there was no room to put all your shopping, you know. And I'm thinking, God, this is jolly inconvenient. And it's all stacked up. We've bought quite a lot of stuff. It's all stacked up. And you know, we're trying to keep it all on there because otherwise, then if something falls off, it then says that you've removed an item or whatever. It gets pity, doesn't it? Yes. So we're really, honestly, I wish I'd taken a picture of how precariously all this shopping was stacked up on this tiny little thing. And then because we'd bought some alcohol, the assistant had to come over and give us clearance for that, which they did do. And then they said, just for next time, maybe you could use the larger self-checkouts. Right behind us was the ones for when you have a big shop. And we were just like so embarrassed. It was so embarrassing. And it was like literally just right behind us. Like we went right, we should have gone left. It was like as simple as that. And it's like, oh God, didn't even see that. Brilliant, thanks.
But then when you get anything reduced, because they just put a label on it, they don't actually put like a new barcode or anything on. Like you've then got to do the awkward thing of shouting them over and go, look at this, there's 30% off on this, and yeah, you need to do it.
Oh, that's rubbish, isn't it?
Yeah, so you got to call them over so they can put your 30% discount on, which is, you know, like 20p saving. It's not even worth their effort coming over and doing it. It should just let you apply it yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
That would never get abused, would it?
No. I mean, is it Aldi where they hide all the bags now?
It's Aldi where the bags are. You know, you got to ask for it, and they've got to give it to you and scan it for you. Oh my God!
I understand that though, because it's now the law, isn't it? You know,
it's not coming out of their pocket if someone doesn't scan a bag.
No, but
it's petty. It's petty. Full stop. To be honest.
Yeah.
Is it really theft? Not really. They used to be free.
But they're not now, so it is theft.
Is it theft though?
I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just saying though, but it is technically theft.
The thing is, what gets me though is the supermarkets that have paper bags, because you don't need to charge for paper bags.
Yes, fact, and yet
you don't even need to charge for the plastic ones that are bags for life. You don't need to charge for them.
No,
the charge applies to single-use carrier bags.
I mean, bags for life have always incurred a 5 or 10p charge, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But now it all of a sudden, how much is it for a bag for life now?
It depends where you go, between 30 and 60p.
There you go. Absolute daylight robbery. But they're doing it because they can, because they can squeeze an extra few pence out of you.
Even the same, you go to Morrison's and they got the paper bags and they cost, and it's like, you don't need to charge for these. You are just choosing to fleece people. Yeah,
of course they are.
Like they print on the bag, you can use it again. Well, no shit. It's not, you know, unless I get it wet on the way home and it disintegrates, then yes, I'll be able to use it again. You don't need to print on it that you can use it again. But by printing on it that you can use it again, that's no longer a disposable bag then, is it? That's reusable.
I agree with your argument, but also the so-called single-use bags used to say on them, "Please reuse me."
No, that's true.
So there was nothing single-use about them. We all had that bag of bags in our kitchen or in our hallway, gathering dust, because we always forgot to take the bags with us.
I still always forget.
I'm hit or miss. I always carry a fabric tote in my handbag in case I pop into B&M or something. But inevitably, if I go to B&M or something, I always buy more than I can fit in one of them anyway.
Yeah, exactly. You never take enough bags.
No.
I feel like we've had this rant before, and we've had it again now, and nothing's changed.
Nothing will change. The bags will get more and more expensive. It's just frustrating to me that they could have done a switch to paper bags, but they decided to go down the let's fleece people route instead.
Yeah, but that is, the UK for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why still do stuff for free when we can charge for it?
Exactly. So annoying. So annoying.
That was a bit of a tangent.
I think the answer, Steve, is to get a small holding and just, live the good life and grow your own veg, raise your own animals.
Distill your own vodka.
Oh, yeah. Bit of moonshine. Nothing wrong with that.
I'd probably cock it up and make it too strong and kill myself or something.
Be fun, though.
Yeah, it'd be fun. If it's all right, it'd be fun, yeah.
You'd probably throw up before you kill yourself. You'd be all right. Sorry. How joyful.
Sorry, I was reading some more off this list. For example, when people say everything happens for a reason, it's like a polite thing to say, but it really doesn't make you feel any better when people say that to you.
It's a bit of it's like the statement, it is what it is. It's basically like saying that, but in like a slightly more gentle, almost spiritual way. Everything happens for a reason. Well, yes, no fucking shit, Sherlock. It didn't just happen, did it?
Oh, this is an excellent example. A cover letter when you apply for a job. So it's supposed to look better because you spent a bit of extra time doing something, but it's completely unnecessary.
It is completely unnecessary, yeah. It's literally saying, please, this is me. Hi, I'm great. Please consider my CV because that's great too. You might be interested to look at X, Y, and Z, and you can find all my details. Oh, wait, also on that CV. Yeah,
it's all on there. But these days, who really is needing to do that? Because everything just wants you to apply through the internet.
Exactly.
And manually fill out every bloody box.
I was literally saying this to a friend of mine the other day when I was explaining how the first job I ever got in Plymouth, I got from handing out CVs in person. I went shop to shop and I said, you'd never get a job like that now. And because you can't. No, because everything is, sorry, we don't even accept CVs. Go to the website.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. One of the jobs I worked at, I'm not going to say which, we used to gladly take people's CVs and then throw them straight in the bin because we knew they weren't going to get looked at.
Yeah. To be fair, we had people kind of do that when I worked at a place. And it's like, they'd say, is any good working here? Like, the doll sent me here with my CV. And so then they'd walk out and that CV will go straight in the bin. Like, you've not shown any kind of interest in the job. You've just said you've just applied because you've been told to by someone. Yeah.
There's you've not shown your own initiative there. You've been told to so that you can get your bennies. That's what that comes down to, isn't it? So, yeah, I agree. Not worth it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, when I got my job, by handing out CVs, the one thing I did do was I wouldn't just hand it to a member of staff. I would ask to speak to a manager. I went full Karen on the operation and made sure I handed it to a manager. And I got the job. And she said to me, I can interview you now. She said, oh, actually, are you still going to be in town in like 20 minutes? And I was like, yeah, sure. And she said, can you come back in 20 minutes and ask for Joe? I'll interview you. And I was like, righto. And she interviewed me there and then, and it was like, yeah,
that's excellent.
Yeah
cool, huh?
So
that's good.
Yeah Apparently I interview very well.
Oh, good.
I've only ever not gotten a job.
They've obviously not heard the podcast.
Once they've not heard the podcast. No here, I'll have to put that on my CV, won't I?
Yes, why not?
Shows dedication. What can I say? I can show up every week through hell and high water. I'm not doing it for my boss, but I'll do it for.
Yeah.
No, don't. I can't say that, can I? They might do research on me.
I think we're both stuffed if someone Googles our names.
That's very true.
Yeah, we're gonna go under witness protection and start again.
What do you need protection from? My boss. Terrified. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Here's another one for you. Saying no offense and then immediately saying something offensive. Yeah.
And you know what? Somehow people get away with it as well.
I know.
Like, my favourite one is not being funny, but you're about to say something that's funny. Yeah. But people do get away with it, and it's like
I think when you hear them phrases, the key is just to say, "Can I just stop you there?" And then just leave the conversation. Can I just stop you there?
Yes.
Right, fantastic. And just carry on with your day. Just nothing good comes after those words, does it? Really?
I don't know. It depends who's saying them. To be honest, sometimes I want the goss, and it depends who's saying it because if someone's saying that and you really don't want them to say anything offensive, it's like, I'm gonna just stop you there. Otherwise, it's like, oh, what have you got for me there? Yes. Sometimes you're about to hear the best, most exciting news of the week after someone said, well, I don't mean to be offensive, or I'm not being funny, but or in an argument, well, I'm not being funny, but, and it's like, whoa, here we go. The gloves are off.
There's another one here. Oh, this one's a bit more serious. Most of the ways that people respond to someone grieving, they are in a better place, is not helpful. Does that not help anyone?
I think the meaning behind it is they're not suffering now.
Yeah.
Rather than, but
how many times do you need to hear that from people?
I get it, but I think it's difficult to know what to say to someone who's grieving, isn't it? And I don't think it's that bad of a thing to say, if I'm honest. I don't think it's that bad.
No,
I think it's very hard. I must admit, as when it's you and you've heard it for the umpteen millionth time, it feels very disingenuous. But ultimately, what the hell do you say to someone?
Yeah.
It's really difficult.
Yeah, exactly. I think that was a bit harsh putting that one on there.
Yeah, I think it's well intentioned, and they just, all they mean is it's just a different way of saying, the one silver lining to all of this bullshittery is they're not suffering now. So that there is, and I think that is something that you kind of have to, when you're grieving, it's one of the things you can sort of tell yourself, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, and what about, here's another one. When people say something along the lines of, we'll have to do this again sometime, and then not.
Yeah, they don't mean it, do they sometimes?
They just, you just say it because in the situation, that's the thing you meant to say.
Am I the only person on the planet who feels a little bit allergic to saying, we'll have to do this again sometime if I don't mean it? If I don't think I want to do it again, I'm not in any way, shape or form putting my name down for it. Even if it's just I just don't even think it's polite to do that. That person then will probably expect you, because you have said it, to do it again. No, don't want to do it again. I'll say, anyway, that was nice. Perhaps I'll catch you another time. We'll see. I don't know. There's better ways of just say something else. Find something else to say. You don't have to end it with, we'll do this again.
Just go, you know what? I've had a lovely time. No, in fact, if you've not had a lovely time, don't say you've had a lovely time. Just
say,
thank you for your time.
It's been,
Bye.
What we did was shit, but it was lovely to see you. I don't know.
Unless it wasn't lovely to see them, then what do you say?
I normally say out of politeness, it was lovely to see you, whether it was or not. Okay. I say it to everybody. It's a proper force of habit, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, pointless small talk. Yeah, I'm a bit like that. I'm not into small talk.
Doesn't it? Small talk I dislike, but it has its place.
Does it?
Yeah, sure it does. Do you not ever feel a bit put out when people serially don't ask after you?
What do you mean don't ask
Like,
after you?
well, they don't say, "You all right? You know, how are you? How you doing? Are you well?" You know, it's quite nice actually to have that asked. It's like it's showing an interest that they sort of care about your well-being.
I suppose.
You know,
but
whereas
it's like, you know, when we start our episode off and you ask me what I've done this week, you don't really give a shit.
of course I do.
Oh, okay. At least one of us does.
So
No,
rude.
I'm only messing. But you know what I mean. There is sometimes where like
At least one of us
there's
does.
people in your life where you don't really give a shit, but you ask out of politeness.
Sometimes you just do it out of greeting.
Yeah.
Because all right is not really asking all right, is it?
No.
But you always have to reply with "yeah, you."
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Your world could be falling apart, but you don't respond
Good
to
law. Good law.
what?
Good
What?
law. Law.
What the fuck is that?
Law. Not Scouse here.
No.
You're right there, law. Calm down, calm down.
They do that so they go.
They do, don't they?
They do. Where? Don't do that.
Yeah.
Anyway. No, there's not a lot of that going on. Can't remember what I was going to say. I had a thing. Small talk. Do you know? Yeah, I think it does have a place. I think small talk has more of a place with people that you don't know very well. I think if you're, I don't know, in the hospital, I made a lot of small talk, you know, especially if you're having to sit in a waiting area, a small area next to somebody.
Yeah, but you have somewhat had a season pass a couple of times.
Yeah, that's not. I haven't been this year.
Oh, okay.
Not on an emergency thing. I've been to the hospital a couple of times for appointments, but I haven't been like, you know, because I've been whisked off, which I think is pretty good going, isn't it?
Yeah, things are getting better.
Yeah. Well, no, I think we just realised that it's hopeless. Actually, is what it is. It's hopeless, and I'm not dying, is what it comes down to. But anyway, I don't know. I think, and sometimes like small talk after my colonography that I had earlier this year.
Yeah.
Afterwards, because they've given you some pretty funky stuff, you have to sit in like a little recovery bay where a nurse sort of, you know, she makes you a cup of tea, gives you some biscuits, and she chats to you for a little while just to make sure you're okay for a quarter of an hour, and then she lets you go, right? Well, I mean, you have to make small talk, you know? You have to.
It's
like
a bit like that when I had the snip. They kept me there for a bit.
Yeah.
With a brew and a Kit Kat.
Yeah. Well, they got to make sure you're not going to keel over or have a funny reaction or whatever, haven't they? So, but yeah, or like after COVID jabs, they did that, didn't they? Well, I mean, I've had a lot of COVID jabs, and they only did it once ever, put me in timeout afterwards. I hated that.
Yeah, that was annoying. And because obviously you had to social distance in the timeout. Like,
yes.
You'd have this room with the seats all like 2 meters apart, and just like sit there for 15 minutes. Like,
well, I just don't understand it, because when I had my first COVID jab, I didn't have to do it. When I had my second one the following year, I did have to do it. Oh, and then I've never had to do it again since. In fact, they don't even like me to sit down to have the actual jab. They just want you in and out. I do sit down, though, because I'm a bit liable to keel over. That's my problem. A bit nervous, me.
Okay, well, let's do one more of these polite things that aren't polite. Polite things or don't help anyone.
Okay.
By saying anything that starts with all due respect. Either just be the ass or keep it to yourself.
I like that phrase.
Well, with all due respect, yeah, but you've had to say something that you're gonna, you know, have a bit of a dig. Yeah,
I will give you the respect that you're due. Basically, you get the respect that you've earned. So that's what with all due respect means to me. And then I will go on to tell you why you don't really deserve my respect. So, you know, I quite like that phrase personally, and I don't think it's particularly polite when I use it either. I think I'm about to say something that's Yeah, I'm about to rip you a new one, but with all due respect, I couldn't give a fuck. Yeah, I don't know if you ever use that one.
No. Okay. Is it time for Urban Dictionary?
Oh, I was going to taste test something very quickly.
Oh yeah, your taste test. I forgot about that.
Yeah, because
I've not even checked if we got any feedback. You know.
Me neither.
I'll check the feedback. I didn't.
You check the feedback.
You check the feedback. I'll check the feedback. You check your taste test.
I happen to know you've already taste tested this without me.
Yeah.
Without all of us.
I got some. I forgot to hide them in the studio, and it meant that they did get opened within the household.
Oh no!
And I may have tried one and then accidentally finished them.
They smell nice. Oh, they smell well nice. Okay, so we were supposed to taste test them, you, me, and somebody else. But somebody else's shit's gone out the window. Your fudge went out the window or something.
And
I'm taste testing fudge on my own now, like a right Larry Loner. So we have mince pie fudge from Tesco. It does actually smell really nice. It smells very fudgy with a hint of spice. Yeah, let's give that a go. Now, listen, I love fudge, but I don't love fudge that's got raisins in it or weird flavours. I don't like chocolate flavoured fudge. I don't like fudge with chocolate on it. I like just plain old fudge.
Okay.
So we'll see what I think of this. I need one with bits in. I can't see any bits in that one. Hang on.
One with bits in.
Yeah, hang on. Here we go.
When you get orange juice, you get the ones with bits or the ones without bits?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Yeah, you like the bits. I prefer the ones without bits.
Yeah, leave the bits in. I like the bits. Ooh. That is very mince pie flavoured, isn't it?
Yeah. Lovely.
I would like it more without the bits. Yeah, I'm not into the bits, but I like the flavour. The overall flavour's nice.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty good, actually. That's going to get eaten.
Yeah.
I can see why I didn't last long in your house.
Yeah.
But there's not actually that much in the bag, really, is there?
No, it's a very small bag. How much was it?
£1.50 or £2.
It's not bad because fudge isn't
It's
cheap
my
as
guess.
it is. Like, fudge is
It's
a
quite a
thing
good
that
fudge.
if you fill your pick and mix with it, it's going to be a very expensive do.
Pick and mix fudge is a bit cheap and nasty. No, that's nice. I enjoy that. Shame about the bits, but yeah, not very often that I don't like the bits. I've lost me telecommunications device. There it is. Don't panic. Right, Urban Dictionary me up then, baby.
Yes. After this one, I didn't understand one of the words, so it's because the explanation of it using other words. So let me do the other word first. Coffine. What do you think coffine is?
I don't know.
Coffine, highly caffeinated coffee. One drinks in highly large quantities and makes one energetic enough to multitask in various unrelated ways. For example, if I drink enough caffeine, I can mow my lawn, do my homework, juggle these random objects, wash the dog, and make more caffeine within the next hour.
Okay.
Okay, so
Makes
you're
sense.
happy with that? What that is? Okay.
Yeah.
So what is energies?
Uh-oh. I don't know.
Energies. So it's jizz with caffeine, speed, or cocaine. Probably the hit new Hollywood drug. For example, I heard Keanu Reeves has gains from energies. I tickled you, what?
I think it's my favourite one so far. And you need one, you need to build up. You need the caffeine before you can have the energies.
You can't have it without it. It's the building blocks.
That's got to go in the best bits episode. I enjoyed that. Enjoyed that.
And Edinburgh.
Oh, God.
What's an Edinburgh?
Is it to do with poo?
No. It's actually completely fine, this one. Why I'm reading it out, I've got no idea. It's got 2 likes and no dislikes. The art of smuggling more people into a hotel accommodation or booking than originally paid for. So, just book the hotel for 2 and we'll just do an Edinburgh and smuggle 5 of us in.
That's fair. Very fair. Why not? Why not? I say go for it.
Here's one for you. 14 upvotes, 3 downvotes from 2004. Cockmagellan.
What?
Cockmagellan.
What's that?
Oh, we're still on the Scottish theme here. In fact, that previous one, was that Scottish related? I don't know. I think it was spelled the Scottish way, but I don't know. But yeah, what's Cockmagellan?
Not a clue.
One who ventures to faraway lands in search of Peni. For example, the Cockmagellan found the paradise in the hills of Scotland.
Peni, where are you? Yeah. Go out wherever you are. Right. Yeah, okay.
I think that's enough dictionary corner for today.
I think that's enough dictionary corner. Let's have some memes. I'm very sorry to tell you that you didn't win last week.
Oh, I'm getting used to this not winning again, Malarkey.
Oh, but you won the week before.
Oh, that's good then.
Yeah. Yeah. What have you got for us this week, Steve?
What have I got? I have got... Do you like that little tune while you wait for it? Storage
You're currently trying to discover what you've got.
Give me one moment.
Uh-oh. Man's running into some issues.
I just need to
work
out how to get this to work.
Can I just say, whilst we're waiting?
Yes.
I've been doing my Boxing Day sales shopping already.
Okay, that's quick.
For real, the Asda website, the clothing one, George.com, there, and Matalan, a load of their stuff's in the sale already, and a lot of it's like Christmas stuff. I've just literally bought my daughter loads of new boots, jumpers, a Christmas jumper, all half price. So if anyone's needing any last minute clothing bits at Christmas, top tip from me, go get it off price now while it's there.
There you go. Right, I have found the meme. I'm going to send it you now. So this is terribly drawn image, but I just found it tickled me.
I love that.
Someone doing the shopping and he's looking at the olive oil on the shelf and he's looking at it and picks up a bottle. He got the extra virgin there and he's picked up a bottle of lightly fucked. And he's questioning, lightly fucked.
Lightly fucked? Well, sounds like that caffeine or the energies sounds a little too similar to that. I'm not gonna lie. Well, I thought I'd go with a Christmas one.
Okay.
Because it is the season, and it's my last opportunity to. So, you've got a little boy and he's sat on Santa's knee. Isn't that lovely? And Father Christmas says, "What do you want for Christmas, Tommy?" And little Tommy says, "I want a little brother." Mm-hmm. And then in the next picture, there's Santa approaching a woman from behind who's having a lovely time. I can only assume that's Tommy's mother.
Yeah. You're going to win this week again then.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
I don't know. I quite like yours as well, though. Well, I tell you what, there's only one way to find out. We'll put it on the website and battle it out. And in a few weeks' time, or we will find out who won the final meme of the week of 2024. So, yeah. Head over to topicopedia.online where you can vote for your favourite meme of the week. And don't forget, you've got like ages to go and do it, but go do it now.
Yeah, do it now. Get out of the way. And then enjoy the rest of your Christmas day.
Yeah, and then if you voted for me, you could always vote for me a second time if you wanted.
Yeah,
just letting you know.
Or you could vote for mine a second time if you felt
Or
inclined.
you could vote for Steve's once and mine twice. We don't mind. Well, he minds, I don't.
Obviously, because I mind. Yes. Right.
Go on then.
Okay.
Hit me with it.
I've got a pen that writes underwater.
Have you?
Yeah, it writes other words too.
I feel like I'm too easily pleased tonight. That's good. I like that. Okay.
What do porn stars and truckers have in common?
Oh, I don't know.
They both get paid by the load.
Ooh. Ooh. There you go. Do gangbangs, you get well good compensation for that. Oh, dear.
Why was Santa disappointed when he got a sweater for Christmas?
Oh, I don't know.
He was hoping for a screamer or a moaner.
Oh, God.
Okay, one more, right?
Okay.
Why do women always rub their eyes when they wake up?
I don't know.
Because they don't have balls to scratch.
Anyway, let's move this on. When does a joke become a dad joke?
I don't know.
When it leaves you and never comes back.
Oh, that's bad. Love it.
Okay, right. A priest asks oh God, I can't. Let's go again. Take two. A priest asks what is wrong with me? A priest asks the convicted murderer in the electric chair, "Do you have any last requests?" "Yes," replies the murderer. "Can you hold my hand?" All right, one more. Where did Joe go after getting lost in a minefield?
Oh, I don't know.
Everywhere. On that note, we're going to leave it right here. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Topicopedia. Do head over to topicopedia.online, vote for your favourite meme of the week, fill out our sexy feedback form, feed it out. Yeah. And of course, you can get in touch with us on any of our socials. We are all over the internet. I'm sure you know how to find us. And we'll see you again next week. Merry bloody Christmas.
Oh, what a day.
We got there.
My soul.
We've managed to get it in the can. Have a great rest of your Christmas.
Bye.
Bye.